YouTube fam, welcome to Athena Virtuous channel and another astrology episode with me, Athena. And in today's video, I will be focusing mostly on the new moon in Scorpio, as you see in the chart here, but I will also touch base on the opposition, exact opposition between Mercury and Uranus, okay? And the conjunction, as you see in the chart in Scorpio, this stellium in Scorpio. Just briefly, because if you've watched my previous video, you will understand the path that led us to this energy. And as I mentioned in that video, that the road to the new moon in Scorpio is going to be murky, unfortunately. And we're talking about Mercury as well. So this is the chart of the 19th, and I'm recording this on the 11th of November, November the 11th, okay? I do feel that the positive energy of the 11-11, but as I mentioned before, there is the energy of false twin flame, so watch out for that and be careful. Lots of you are dealing with karmic situation or karmic relationship, so once again, watch out for that. So anyways, so as I said before, Mercury started the journey. As we speak right now, Mercury is in Sagittarius as of the 11th of November. And as you see in the chart here, on the 19th, Mercury will enter into Scorpio and will be at an erratic degree, forming an opposition with Uranus. As I mentioned, there's going to be lots of revelation, breakthroughs, something shocking. You've been looking for answers, you're going to find it around this time, even with Mercury retrograde, because Uranus is also retrograde now. This is very potent, guys, okay? So but prior to that, there will be the energy prior to the 19th, and even through the 19th, there could be difficulty with expressions, because Sagittarius is the higher knowing, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is retrograde, okay? So Sagittarius, or the energy of Sagittarius right now, is I wanted to express my feelings, I wanted to share my wisdom. But because Mercury is retrograde in Sagittarius, and also Jupiter is retrograde, which is ruled Sagittarius, and Mercury is the ruler of the opposite sign, so everything is going to be the opposites happening for Sagittarius right now. So the energy of Sagittarius now is difficulty expressing themselves, or even the energy doesn't have to be with Sagittarius themselves. It could be anybody, especially fire signs, or especially mutable signs, really, because Sagittarius is a mutable sign. It's going to square with Virgo, Pisces and Gemini, opposing Gemini, but forming a square with Pisces and Virgo. So the energy now is difficulty expressing themselves, or being very blunt, very critical, verbal abuse, the use of vulgar trash talking, deception, lies, all these all these the energies of Mercury and Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, right? Mercury also rules translation, so the status of translating your feelings into expressions is getting heavier and more difficult, okay? And it's going to come off very blunt and very, I guess, sharp, not sharp, very in a sense of verbal abuse. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? Anyways, so once again, there's also intense feelings. There's the energy of or the combination of as you see here, Mercury at 29 degrees, very close to Lilith, even though Mercury is closer to the sun. And not tomorrow, on the 20th, Mercury will be forming a Cazimi, or will be in conjunction with the sun. Okay, so we will have a Mercury Cazimi, which is a beautiful energy. But prior to that, there is the energy of hatred, energy of enviousness, jealousy, self-doubt, manipulation, narcissism, mental illness, psychopath, all these kind of energies. Okay, it's going to be on our way to the new moon in Scorpio. So enough of this. I spoke about Venus and Lilith conjunction. I spoke about it's kind of Venus, quite frankly, Venus and Lilith energy in Scorpio. And let me go back to the 12th and actually the 11th, which is today when I'm recording this video. As you see, Venus and Lilith are, Venus is at 5 degrees, but and even though Lilith, it's a black hole. It's a hole in the path of the sun, in the path of the moon. There is no planet. Lilith is just a black hole. It's a very weird hole in the universe, okay, or in the sky, in the cosmos. So, this is going faster. So it's getting away from Venus, all right. But it will be in conjunction with Venus in the next couple of days. So this is the energy of you doing something without the soul. It's like you do everything with hate. You're hating it. Your soul is not into it. You don't feel it, because the whole purpose of what you're doing is to win something or to gain something. Okay. And this is like, to me, is the energy of revenge, vengeance, the energy of literally Black Widow energy. All right. I'm sorry, but I have to cover that. So anyways, let's move on from this. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm looking at my notes here. I think I covered all of this. Because Venus is trying. Well, Venus is very empathetic. Remember, Venus exalted in Pisces. So Venus is very empathetic, or exudes the energy of empathy and sympathy. But with Scorpio, it's trying to get into deep, okay, and heal past wounds and past trauma. But as long as Venus is very close to Lilith, the energy is going to be very demonic. The energy is going to be very dark, with hidden motives, with embodied the demonic energy of Lilith, the deception. Now, when we get closer to the new moon, as you see in the chart here, is Venus at 15 degrees and 43 minutes, almost 16 degrees. And 16 degrees is Cancer degree, all right? And if you, around the new moon, as you see in the chart here, Venus is actually at 16 degrees. And once again, 16 degrees is a Cancer degree. So now Venus is relieved. See, it's too far from Lilith. Venus now has the Cancer energy. Not Venus only, but also the new moon in Scorpio. The new moon in Scorpio is at kind of an erratic degree, 28 degrees and 11 minutes. The sun is at 28 degrees and 11 minutes. Mercury is at 28 degrees and 27 minutes. So all these, Mercury and Venus embodies Cancer degree, 28 degrees a Cancer degree, all right? And forming a conjunction. So we will have a Mercury Cazimi on the new moon of Scorpio, and the new moon in Scorpio is at 28 degrees. Once again, it's a Cancer degree. And the beauty about all of this, okay, the moon itself rules Cancer. the moon here in Scorpio trines Cancer and trines Jupiter. And who's sitting in Cancer? Jupiter. Do you see how beautiful is this energy? And that's why I've been telling you that this new moon in Scorpio is going to be very, very beautiful. Okay? Now, just give you an idea of what Scorpio. Scorpio is the ruler of death and rebirth. Scorpio is the phoenix rising from the ashes, is deep secrets, is ruminating about things, is complex emotions, even though Cancer is the sign that rules emotional intelligence. With the new moon here in Scorpio, it's like you are mastering emotional complexity. You can understand what nobody else can understand. You and Cancer, literally, okay? Because once again, the moon is the ruler of Cancer. All right, and this degree of 28 degrees, Cancer degree. All right, so you are mastering anything that is now once again, just to go back to the energy of Scorpio mastering the energy of the taboo, of the underworld, of the hidden realm, of the occult, of the black magic, of all of these, like mastering things that are positive, and so was the dark energy. That's the energy, death and rebirth. All right. So with the new moon in Scorpio, you are going to be reborn. All right, because once again, it's the energy of the 28 degree. It's the energy of this triple conjunction. It's the energy of Venus also at 16 degree, which is a Cancer degree. All right. The energy of healing, the energy of nurturing, Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. The energy of generosity, the energy of love, care, nurture, the energy of compassion, mercy, forgiveness, the energy of understanding, as I said, or being emotional, or understanding the emotional complexity. All these energies going to be empowered by this new moon in Scorpio. Once again, this new moon is forming a trine with Jupiter, and is trining also Saturn and Neptune. All right, Saturn at 25 degree on the 20th, and Neptune as at 29 degree. Neptune is about sympathy, empathy, compassion, high intuition, and Saturn is healing. So I mentioned that in the previous video. Saturn is going direct on the 27th, and Mercury is going direct on the 29th. All right, and we have Mercury Casimi here. So once again, whatever that was hidden before, or Mercury, the energy of Mercury in Scorpio here, it's like you are, or secrets are being revealed, and finding answers, and processing what was difficult for you to process before. Okay, so all these energies are being emphasized now. Also, with Saturn and Jupiter trining here, if you've been humbled, if you've been patient, and you show perseverance and endurance, right, about or around difficult situation you've been experiencing, and I have said before, okay, you are going to be rewarded around this time with this trine, Jupiter and Saturn trining the moon and the sun, Mercury. Trust me, guys, you will be rewarded for your perseverance, your endurance, your patience, whatever humbling situation you've been through. All right. Now, if you've been dealing with legal matters, it's going to go to your favor. It's going to, you're going to be relieved, literally. You're going to be released from negativity. Now, once again, this is a rebirth after death. So it's like you've been stabbed. You remember that the Ten of Swords card, tarot card in tarot? This is, you've reached the maximum. You've been stabbed 100 times, not only 10 times. And now it's your time to be reborn. It's the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's a rebirth. Something you've been waiting for, it's gonna come to you on a golden platter. Okay? It's like a child that's reborn. And for some of you, you are giving birth to a child around this time. Literally, not figuratively. For some of you, it's figurative, means symbolic. It's like you feel like you are reborn. But for others, you are going to be giving birth around this time. All right? And I do feel that there's going to be blessings coming with this child. Okay? I am actually going to title this video The New Moon of a Rebirth. Okay? The new moon of a rebirth, because this is literally the new moon of a rebirth. And as I said, this new moon will reveal secrets, will heal pains, and reunite families and or lovers as well. Okay, so if you've been going through a separation, I see around this time, all right, or at the end of November, there's going to be some people, or family members, they're going to be reunited. All right, or if you're separated from a loved one or a lover, all right, it's going to be, or you're going to be reunited. Now, even though, as I said, Mercury is still retrograde in Scorpio around this time, but it's going to be conjunct the moon and the sun. Okay, so revelation, okay, secrets are going to be revealed. If you've been researching something, or investigating something, you're going to find the answers. All right, and it feels like, oh my God, this was in front of me and I was just so confused that I can't see it. That's the energy you're going to feel. All right, your third eye is awakened and it's going to be very alert to your surroundings around this time. To me also, it's not a rebirth of you, it's a rebirth of your third eye. It's a reactivation of your third eye. Okay, now your intuition also going to be very heightened and you will be receiving messages from the higher realms. You'll be very in tune with your spirit guides and your higher self. There is going to be a very high spiritual awakening for so many people. Once again, your third eye is being reactivated. So be prepared and pay attention. Okay, as I said, it's a Mercury Kazemi, and remember, Mercury is the messenger of God. Mercury is showing you the path or translating whatever message is coming to you from the higher realm to be comprehended by your small brain. All right, any messages coming from your spirit guides, from your higher self, from the divine, it's going through a path. And that's the path of Mercury. That's the path of translation. That's what Mercury is processing, right? So that your mind can understand. Because we are a soul being having this human experience. Sometimes we are in disbelief. We can't comprehend, because especially if you are still growing spiritually, it's going to be very difficult for you if you're like in disbelief, as I said, and you're saying, "Oh, this is so real. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe I heard this message before. But I'm in disbelief. I can't believe it. I can't believe this is what actually is happening." You are growing spiritually. You are awakening spiritually. Okay, so it's like the energy around this time, it's confirming what you've sensed or felt for a while, okay? And you're being, as I said, in disbelief. All right. Now, you will notice also the new moon in Scorpio is under the rulership, obviously, of not Cancer, of Mars and Pluto. All right. And Mars at 11 degrees and 23 minutes on the new moon is the energy of Aquarius. Like, you guys, the more I dive deep into this is not even in my notes, all right? The more things are being revealed to me. And remember, if you remember, this is on a side note, I've told you before, I was born with Mercury conjunct my rising and very close to my sun as well, and I'm Cancer, sun and rising. So anyways, you see here Mars is at 11 degrees. This is the degree of Aquarius. And who is in Aquarius? Pluto. And Pluto and Mars are the ruler of this new moon. So this new moon is under the rulership, because it's in Scorpio, of Mars and Pluto. Okay, so the energy of revelation, the energy of breakthrough, the energy of connection with the cosmos, of the hidden realm in the universe, in the cosmos, the higher source, is very potent. Okay, you notice here that Mars in Sagittarius, okay, is almost forming a square with the North Node and the South Node. Because if you look here, mutable sign, Sagittarius mutable sign, so squares mutable signs, that's the Pisces and Virgo. But Mars also is headed towards the North Node and leaving behind the South Node. So even though at this moment is squaring the North Node and the South Node, so it's like I wanted to let go of all bad habits, dark energy, criticism, judgment, being judgmental, past life trauma, stagnation, okay? The things that make me stagnant, the things that are familiar to me, and I want to move forward towards the new me, the newborn me, all right? It's like the full energy, having faith, belief, trust, moving forward towards something new. So for lots of you, there's something new is going to happen. Something you've been manifesting, something you've been intuitively working on, all right? It's going to come to fruition around this time. Now also, the beauty about this is that the North Node is under the rulership of Jupiter, which is technically forming a trine with Pisces and forming a trine with Saturn and Neptune in the sign of Pisces. So I do see that once again, you're not only going to be rewarded because you've shown perseverance, endurance, patience. There's going to be stability in your life. There's going to be clarity. So whatever you're manifesting around this time, because once again, Mars is not going backwards. Mars is going forward towards the North Node and is giving his back to the South Node. So it's getting away from the South Node and is moving forward towards this direction, right? And Mars will conjunct Pluto in the very near future. My point here is Mars is headed towards the newness, this new path, this new experience, this new adventure. You're manifesting something that's going to put you into or making you more stabilized in stability situation. You're going to be more stable. Let's put it this way. There's going to be clarity and stability in your life. All right? And you are going to be rewarded for, once again, for your perseverance and endurance. And this is all going to happen around the new moon. Now, also, as I said earlier, the new moon is ruler of Cancer, and Cancer is under the protection of Jupiter, okay? And the new moon is at 28 degrees, the Cancer degree, and the Sun and Mercury, so Venus, because 16 and 28, these are all Cancer degrees, all right? So Cancer energy, which is under the Jupiter right now, under protection of Jupiter, is very emphasized. So they're going to be, and it's funny, for Cancer, Scorpio is the 5th house, all right? So the energy right now is focusing on, and as I said, it's a rebirth of the new you. So the energy of the family, of children, caring about children, caring about family, caring about the house, or moving to a new house, or expanding the family house is very emphasized. All right? With the Jupiter retrograde in Cancer here, it's the energy of how can I make my family happier? What I need, because remember, Jupiter retrograde is going inwards, is internalize the energy. So how can I improve my energy or improve my situation in order to make my family happier, in order to expand my home? So for lots of you, quite frankly, as I said, if it's not a birth of a child, it's figurative, it's caring, nurturing, more generosity, kindness, love of the family, expanding on the home level. For some of you, you're going to purchase a new house, but try to wait until, not try, you have to wait until Mercury goes direct. Don't purchase a new house around this time. But I see for lots of you, just like me right now, I'm looking for a house. I'm watching the real estate. My eyes are wide open. And guys, let me tell you, all right, with Uranus here, okay, opposing the new moon and the sun, in the winter, I do see that the real estate is going through a crash right now. So you're going to find a new, and I'm sorry for those who are selling their homes, but I kid you not, okay, there's going to be instability in real estate, all right? And I do see a crash. I'm sorry once again to say it, but I have to say it, all right? So if you are a buyer, this is the best time to buy a house, all right? Around the winter time, at the end of the year, throughout early next year. This is the best time to make a purchase. This is the buyer, how do they say it in the real estate? This is the buyer, basically, time, all right? Versus the seller. It's not a good time to sell. For some of you, you are forced to sell, all right? Because you're going through, some people, they're going through divorce, some people, they're going through separation, some people, they want to expand, and they're forced to sell their homes, okay? And I'm sorry to say it again, some people going through some kind of crisis in their lives with Uranus here in Taurus, instability. For others, it's going to work to your favor, all right? And especially if you are Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, this is going to your favor, all right? This is going to work for you around this time, okay? Now, I don't know, I feel like I covered everything. Yeah, I even spoke about Uranus and Taurus in opposition to the sun and the moon, and I talk about instability in commodity, in the food sector, the stock market, in the cryptocurrency, in the finances in general, and in banks. Quite frankly, I do see that the interest rate is going to go down, okay, to enhance the finance sector. And I do see, as I said, there's going to be crash in the real estate. All right. Yeah. So for many of you, it's going to be the best time to make a purchase. I kid you not. All right, guys. Now it's going to be also a time when we see a new innovation, innovative revelations in high tech, new inventions. I do see also a breakthrough around this time. What I suggest is you have to break old habits on and how you handle your assets and your money and your tangible valuable items. You need to have better handle of it. Now, I don't suggest around this time to sell stocks or shares, or to sell precious metals. Why I say that? Because Uranus is very volatile around in Taurus. Taurus rules, all materialistic, earthly, tangible items, okay? Including precious metals like gold, silver, and all this kind of stuff, oil. Also, Taurus rules, the finance sector, rules banks and stuff like that, rules crypto, rules anything of material energy or material sense. Yeah, material energy. So I wouldn't suggest that you sell precious metals or shares around this time. Be careful, watch out, because it's volatile. It's ups and it's going through ups and downs. For certain times we're going to see ups, but for certain times we're going to see down. All right. So yeah, to wrap it up, guys, I do see the new moon in Scorpio is going to be very revealing to hidden motives, secrets, investigation, crimes, and it's going to be very rewarded for some, and it's going to bring the new you to be birthed. Okay, so I say it again, and to wrap up this video, this new moon in Scorpio, it's a rebirth of you. It's a reactivation of your third eye. All right, so I wish you a happy new moon in Scorpio, and I will see you in the next one. Stay tuned for the tarot reading that's going to be following very soon.